Daniel again under center. And he looked pretty good when he came in last week. A completion percentage of 73, a 101 passer rating, threw a touchdown on his first drive. Didn't do anything crazy offensively, but he did get the win. Kurt Warner, how does the quarterback change here change things offensively for Chicago?
Well, this is interesting, Lindsay. It's kind of like a catch-22. You know, when you watch Chase Daniels, you expect, and I expect him to make more plays for them offensively, to be able to do more in the passing game than Mitch Trubisky had done up to this point. But with doing more, you're going to take more chances. You're going to be throwing the football a little bit more, which could obviously also lead to more turnovers. And that's where the catch-22 comes in, because we know how good their defense is. And the only thing you don't want to do against this defense is give the other team short field. So he'll make more plays. The key is that he doesn't make more mistakes and put them in harm's way a little bit more.
Curious to see if the running backs see any more stacked boxes this week. That's been the case in the past when Daniels has been in. And speaking of Daniels, Mr. Jones in New York has won it 2 straight. He gets Golden Tate back this week, but he's got a pretty tough defense in Minnesota. What's the best way for him to attack it?
Well, I mean, the best way, understanding they've got a good front and a good back end, is drop back and get the ball out of your hands as early and often as you can. But the only way, I think, to really have true success against this defense is you have to loosen them up by taking shots down the field. Now, you can't make a steady diet of it because they can get after you up front and they'll bring some different blitzes, but they're so aggressive on the back end that they present opportunities for you to hit big plays over the top of them. That's always the key. If you can hit a couple big plays, loosen them up, better chance to succeed against the Mike Zimmer defense.
Rookie quarterbacks 3-5 against the Vikings since Zimmer became head coach. No rookies in your top 5 quarterbacks this week. We'll see who did make the cut coming up.
Lindsay, time for some latest headlines now. Sam Darnold practiced today for the first time since being diagnosed with mono. Darnold has not been cleared for contact yet, but there's a chance that that could happen by Friday. That's his next scheduled medical exam. Adam Gase did not say who his starting quarterback will be for Sunday's game against the Eagles. Tyreek Hill back at practice today for the first time since the season opener. Hill coming back from a collarbone injury. Andy Reid says he wants to wait and see how the week of practice goes before he decides if Hill will play on Sunday. Speaking of the Chiefs, did you see this during the game against the Lions on Sunday? On this play here, Patrick Mahomes scrambling for a first down, but he turns and looks back at the referee for a moment. Well, today he explained what was going on there.
I looked back to see if there was a penalty, and I saw that I had the room to run and I could probably get the first down, but I didn't want to run like 50 yards if I was going to get called back and have to run another play. So I kind of just looked back to see if there was a penalty, realized there wasn't one, so I just kind of took off.
Crazy next-level field awareness by Mahomes. In Jacksonville, Jalen Ramsey did not practice today. The team says it's the same back injury that caused him to miss Sunday's game against the Broncos. Ramsey has missed more than a week of practices for various reasons. He requested a trade a little over 2 weeks ago. And some injury news and notes here. The Patriots are looking for a new kicker. Steven Gostkowski has a hip injury. He was put on IR. Pats are trying out some different kickers. John Ross has been placed on IR with a shoulder injury. Josh Gordon, a knee, is limited in practice today. Josh Allen still in concussion protocol. Stephon Diggs did not practice today, non-injury reason.